we will see large numbers of poor people and specifically blacks going to jail and to prison, and they will not have a chance.
All right, I'm here for another session of my YouTube channel, A Purposed World. I'm here with a gentleman. For the record, what's your name?
Brian.
I'm here with Brian, and me and Brian are just gonna have a discussion about homelessness, cause and effect. Brian, how long have you been homeless?
A little over a year now.
A little over a year. And what was the primary cause of your homelessness, would you say?
Um, Toxic relationship.
Okay, toxic relationship well, was it your fiance or was it just your living girlfriend? Or
My girl.
okay, uh, let me ask you a question. Where was it any drug use or anything involved in it?
No, sir.
Uh, are there any mental issues or anything?
No, sir.
Are you originally from Memphis?
Yes, sir.
You're originally from Memphis. What area in Memphis?
Whitehaven,
White.
Coral Lakes.
Okay, Whitehaven, Coral Lakes. Okay, I definitely know that. I'm from close around now. I'm from more up in the South Memphis Third and Mallory area. Um, now, where do you frequent or where do you stay at night? Do you go to the mission? Do you stay outside?
Well, when I get the shelter fee, I'll go to the mission. When I don't, I'll be outside.
Okay, what areas do you stay when you stay outside?
Um, right here in this alley. In the alley.
Okay, right in this alley. Does it do you do you ever worry about your safety as far as when you're out here?
Uh, Sometimes, but I just really pray to God.
Okay. Yeah, and you said you go to the mission. Which mission do you go to?
Most of the time, I'll go to the Calvary mission on
Calvary.
South Third Street.
Okay, I'm familiar with that one too. Calvary is very good. I like.
Mm-hmm.
Do they still do the little snacks before dinner?
Mm-hmm.
And food still pretty good.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What's the other mission you go to?
There's another one called the Union Mission,
Union. What's your preference?
the Calvary.
The Calvary. And what's the fee for the Calvary?
It's five the mission fee.
Okay. What time? What's the cutoff time for you to be in?
They give us in between 9 a.m. They start back open at 9 a.m. and
Okay.
then they end it at 7 p.m.
Okay. And what's the other question I want to ask? Okay, that's the time. And you say you go to the Union Mission also.
Yes, sir.
What's the fee for the Union Mission?
It's the same thing, five.
And the cutoff time is the same too.
Yes, sir.
The Calvary Mission. Why do you prefer Calvary over Union?
Because it's a lot nicer, cleaner, better food. They give you any extras left you can get out that you want. Play till it's gone.
How about staff wise?
Way better.
Way better.
Yes, sir.
Way better. I've talked to quite a few guys about the Union Mission. I actually did a gentleman last week, Mr. Morris, and was saying about the Union Mission. Now he was praising the Union Mission. He said it was pretty good. I've always got mixed emotions. I think most of them are against it. They said some of them say Union Mission it's all right. What would you say as far as the services they provide?
It's okay, but like I said, the Calvary mission is way better.
Right, and I will say this: when when you're in a situation like this, you know, people will say, well, you really can't be choosy. But I mean, I think being a human being, we still, no matter what predicament we in, no matter what predicament you're in, you still have the right to expect something nice. You know what I mean?
Right.
To expect decent living quarters. And people will say, well, they sleep in an alley, they sleep outside. That's out of necessity. And that's just my belief, you know what I'm saying? I always ask the questions about mental illness, and I always ask questions about drugs, not to belittle anybody, but to show that that is one of the major factors of why a lot of people are out here. But also, there are other factors too. And you know, on my channel, and soon I'll be talking about one of the ones that a lot of people don't think about, which is gentrification. You know what gentrification is?
Yes, sir.
Well, gentrification has come to our city, and it started, and it's only gonna spread. It's gonna things are so high, food and rent and all that. It's gonna come to the point where it's just gonna be more than people who are mentally ill. It's gonna be more than people who are on drugs. It's gonna be more than people, you know what I'm saying, who are in toxic relationships. It's just gonna be people who just can't afford it, you know.
Right.
And that's why I chose to start doing this channel, was to, you know what I'm saying, spread awareness about it. And I like to thank you, first of all, you know what I'm saying, for participating, uh, you know, in my on my channel, because it's very important to raise awareness. I'm trying to partner with a lot of people, man. So uh, not only can we bring in people who can provide food, who can provide clothing, who can provide any mental assistance, who can provide any rehabilitation assistance people will have, but also housing, man. And I know it takes time, and you know, my channel is a fairly new channel, but this is something that I'm passionate about. So you know, I look forward. I look forward to doing. I look forward to talking to people, and I've seen you quite a few times. You know, while I'm down here working, you know, I do the little. Of course, I do the little thing where I swap out knives and everything. So I've seen you a couple times. I've seen a couple of other people, and I think I told you once before, but we missed each other. That I actually wanted to interview you. Um, in the Union Mission, back to the subject, in the Union Mission, are you aware of the program that they have where they send people uh, out? They got like a form or something. You ever heard of that? Where they got like a form? I think they say it's in North Haven, and that may be because it's just for the rehabilitation program.
I
Uh,
believe so. Right.
tell me something that you would like to see more of as far as services out here for people that's homeless.
Well, something I disagree with as far as the missions go. One thing, them charging homeless people to get inside the mission.
Right.
Because, for one, I look at it like this. I'm going to tell you my reason behind it. The shelters, they're government owned and government funded. Am I right or wrong?
Well, I think most of them. Yeah, I guess I would agree because
So,
most of them are 501c3.
exactly. So, why would you charge if it's a government facility?
It may be a motivational thing, you know, just to, you know, help people. That would be a good question. Like if I once I get a chance to talk to people, because my channel, and that raises a good point. That is why I not only want to talk to the people who are homeless, the people who are on drugs, the people who have mental issues. I want to talk to the people who actually provide for them, because that was one of the first things that I said when I was first starting to do my
Right.
channel, was that you have a lot of people out here that get a lot of funding, government-wise, donation-wise, and they don't provide adequate service to people.
Right.
You know what I mean? They don't. And so with that, I would definitely ask the people, and that's coming here shortly, where I'm gonna ask some of the people who provide those services, as far as the ones that get money, and then there are some who use their own money, or use their own resources. Like I think it's called Anointed Praise. The last guy was interviewing, and the bus pulled up, and they were giving out food. So even though they're 501c3s too, uh, it's more like they're like more like a religious based organization. So, but their ministry, I guess, is the feed, and I just really want to uh, get both sides. I want to be able to give the my audience a picture of everything that's transpiring out here, man. That you got people out here that not everybody's a drug addict, not everybody has a mental issue. Some people out here just need help. Some people just out here need directions. So I believe in that old adage that if you give a person if you feed a person,
Mm-hmm.
you feed them for a day, but if you teach them to fish, it's for a lifetime.
Right.
And I said that because there are so many other things that I think and I said we because I got to be a part of it too, that we can do to help people. Now, if people have drug issues, if people have mental issues, then of course that has to be addressed first.
Right.
However, for the other number of people that have different issues, you know, we got to be able to provide adequate housing for them and give them time to get up on their feet. You know what I mean? One of my uh, goals is to because I was a property manager, I want to own some homes, and I want it to be transitional. I want to own one for veterans. I want to own one for rehabbing drug addicts. I want to own one for just basic people who have hit a rough patch and just need somewhere. I'm talking about to be able to provide a place to say, okay, for 6 months, this is rent free. You know what I'm saying? For 6 months, this is rent free. Be able to hook them up with programs, to have the resources to hook them up with programs. Say, okay, you can get your food from here. If you need clothes, you can get it from here, and give them a foundation, man, and a chance to get back in it and become productive citizens. Because when that happens, then they can help somebody else. You see what I mean?
Yes, sir.
And I mean it's for anybody, man. And I look at women and children too.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing about it is, I see a lot of there are places that accept women and children, but they won't do families.
Exactly.
And I understand if a person is not married, then that's one thing. But you have actual married people out here, couples,
Mm-hmm.
families, kids, everything, married, actually married, and they're homeless. And it's only getting worse. My sister is in California now, and I'd already knew about it, but she actually sent me some footage, or she was out there one day, and was showing me Skid Row. Have you know about Skid Row?
Mm-hmm.
It's blocks on blocks on blocks on blocks on blocks of homeless people. I mean, from all walks of life. And one thing I did was ask myself how that happened. You know, and it goes back to people don't plan to fail, they fail to plan.
Mm-hmm.
But then all the time, it's not even that they plan to fail. It's just that life happens, you know.
Exactly.
Um, where do you see, let's say in 5 years, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Um, do what I like to do best.
What do you
Have my own business, mechanic shop.
mechanic shop? You and see that's good, man. Are you aware that there is a program in Tennessee called Tennessee Reconnect
Mm-hmm.
for the 2 years where you can go and you
Yeah,
can?
I'm already certified.
Oh, you already certified?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
I did that in high school when I was going to high school through career complex.
Do you often try to earn money like that? Working on people's cars?
Sometimes, yes.
Yeah.
When I find some work.
That's definitely a good trade, man. But even with that, even if you are certified, uh, I don't know, they may, but it'll be worth checking in. They may even let you go through Tennessee Reconnect to, you know, upgrade. Like if you did it over a number of years, I know new cars. When you were certified, was electric cars out?
Yes,
Electric cars was out, so you're pretty new. It seems like you just need a foundation of like a living quarters and things like that, and it's just what I was just talking about the transitional housing and everything, and I definitely want to form a curriculum that it holds the people that are in the program accountable, but it also holds the people who are over the program accountable. It's just like, for instance, like with the union mission, it's got to be accountability on both sides, and maybe that's what the little $5 is about, your accountability part. But at the same time, I think that it has to be some accountability, like with the cavalry mission. You know what I'm saying? Good food, nice place to stay. But I think we can even go a step further, man. And when I say a step further, is finding housing, resume programs, just anything, man.
Right.
And we got to start to combat it before it gets the momentum up, and then it's just too many people, and the system is overwhelmed, and then we just out here reaching for straws, man. And that's basically what my channel is about: raise awareness, make some build some relationships with people who service people like us, that's homeless, drug addicts, mental or whatever, and then also build a relationship with the people who are going through those things. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you can't help nobody if you don't have a relationship with them. So I think there's a break in the two. I think some organizations start out and they start out wanting to help people, and then they get tied up in it because, I mean, just truth be told, it's a bunch of money in homeless. Because hey, you homeless, I can get you cheaper than I can somebody who's in a house and this, that, and the other. And they see it as cheap labor and, just all kind of things, but that goes back to moral issues and things like that, so I won't get into it. But I do appreciate, man, you taking your time, Brian, to talk to me and, just answer a few questions for me, man. Definitely you will see me around. I'm still working to build relationships. You can always look me up on It's a Purpose World and things like that. I'm trying to build relationships uh, where people and provide a list where people will know how to get clothes, where to get housing, just anything they need, if they job resume, jobs, all that. Uh, so thank you for talking to me, man. I won't keep you longer. I just said be safe, man, out here, and make sure you stay hydrated. The winter is a little ways off, but I know that's always a real treacherous time, and they seem to let people in for free when it's inclement weather like that, right?
Correct.
So that's a good thing, but equally as dangerous is the heat. A lot of people don't think so, but the extreme heat is just as dangerous. Um, and I think in one of my other videos, I talked about just getting water and just, putting it in a chest and riding around. So I'm not a guy that, just gives a lot of lip service. So I think I'm going to have to go ahead and make good on that, man. But I definitely thank you, man, for taking the time, Brian. And I do appreciate it, man.
No problem,
And
bro.
I love you, brother. Take care of yourself.
Yes, sir.
And I'll see you around. So if there's anything that I can do, I will. All right?
Okay.
Thank you, man.
No problem.
Like, subscribe, and share. And thank you for your support.